Well, I guess Kiki's out of town because Ducky's delivery service is taking over. In Ducky's delivery service, you play as the titular Ducky in a 2D flight-based platformer, where you are picking up parcels from one duck and delivering it to another. This game is all about precision and timing and working out what's the fastest way to do something by exploring the level, understanding all of the different mechanics and the ways and routes away to get from A to B, and then making it work by being good with your flight-based physics. Now, this game works in a similar way, I would say, like control-wise, to something like Flappy Birds in a way, but instead of pressing and like constantly pressing to like flap up, you press and hold and then you'll raise up, but then if you let go, you'll lightly cascade back down again. There is no like downward thruster, it's just a propeller on your hat. But because there's a nice glide to it and an aftertouch that you can kind of push yourself around with, it feels predictable but floaty enough to mean that you are going to have real trouble getting through some of the narrow twists and turns that these levels provide. And you're going to need to use them if you want to 3-star levels. This game is the epitome of easy to pick up and easy to kind of say, completed a level, but actually if you want to master it, you're going to have to work extremely hard. And I have to say, I've not 3-starred all of the levels, but I'm having a bloody good time trying to get there. And there's a few different mechanics at play. What I really like about Ducky's delivery service is straight up front. You don't play the level out of the bag. You have to go and deliver flyers to every mailbox to say that Ducky's delivery service is expanded in this area. And it might have seemed like a what when you first hear that, but it's crucial because it helps you understand the layout of a level, because there'll be multiple vertical layers to it. Some houses might be hidden under some terrain, some might be kept away in a corner somewhere and blocked by various different obstacles like flying around birds. There's ghosts in an area, there's one with lava bombs, you've got windmills that spin around and sometimes they're next to each other and you've got to time it right to kind of get between the blades. And some of it is like there'll be direct verticals where you can chuck a parcel over the edge of one platform and it will land straight into the mailbox of the next one. And picking up all of those cool little nuances for each level is crucial if you want to start 3-starring things, because what you'll be doing is then moving into the actual level itself, which is all around being time-based to see how many parcels you can deliver and in how good a condition they are when they arrive. Every time you get hit by an obstacle or the ground when you have a parcel, basically diminishes the parcel's integrity. And so if you deliver something perfectly with no hits, you'll get double points. 1 hit, 1.5 multiplier, 2 hits, 1.25, and then you'll just get the standard points if you just get hit 3 times or more because it's delivered. However, you'll never get anywhere if you just deliver things. You have to be precise and quick. You also need to take advantage of the throw mechanic. Now, Ducky has the ability to drop things, but it's also based on your flight momentum. So if you're coming in hot over a house and you're like, it's going to take me longer to stop and line something up, if you're good at it, you can throw the parcel and drop it down and it will have a nice little arc that will then land up in the mailbox. The further away you do that from, you start to get a 0.something multiplier onto your score as well. So suddenly, you're trying to find the fastest route in the most precise way, and then working out how close you can get to something, or how far away you can get away with throwing the parcel, and hopefully having it land on the mailbox. Obviously, there is risk versus reward here, because if you've got an awkward thing and you try to throw it anyway and it misses, it's going to land on the floor, it's going to damage the parcel, so you lose a bit of your multiplier score, but then you're also going to waste time having to go and collect it, pick it up and drop it off, because you can only have one parcel going at one time. The other cool thing about this game is the size of the parcel dictates how long the delivery is. So the smaller the parcel, the more nearby the house is. And you can use this to your advantage, because as the timer clicks down really quickly towards the end, you might only need a small delivery to get over to the next points threshold to get 1, 2 or 3 stars. So you might want to pick up a different parcel from what is right next to you, because actually you'll get the points quicker. So entirely up to you how obviously you go out and play these types of games, but I found this oddly tactical and really, really intense, because you are constantly thinking, I'm not that far away from being able to get a nice juicy score multiplier. Oh god, the timer's counting down quite quickly, and the amount of seconds that you get replenished each time gets smaller and smaller as you go through the level. So you're like, and then mistakes start to creep in because you go, I'm going to go for it. And then you realise actually you've made a mistake and you'll biff something, or you'll hit a wall, or a lava bomb will fly out, and you're like, no. And then it causes you so many problems after that, because you might drop the parcel, you might end up bashed out of the way and then in an awkward position. It takes a few seconds to recover. Every incident has like time repercussions, basically, and so you need to be absolutely on point to be able to 3-star levels in Ducky's delivery service. There's 4 different worlds with a variety of different levels inside them. You can also play each level as like a time challenge to try and deliver something to everyone as well, which I thought was quite a cool little addition. And then at the end of each world, there's like a special survivor stage where you have to try and get round a level and deliver something special to one resident without getting hurt, pretty much. And so, although you could kind of say they're boss or challenge levels, they're actually some of the easiest parts of the game, because you're less time bound and it's more about being precise. And because Ducky's delivery services controls are so good and so bankable, I guess, for want of a better phrase, or predictable, I guess is a better phrase, then actually those precision-based challenges, whilst fun and switching up the game, are actually some of the easiest parts of the game itself. You're going to need to 2-star pretty much everything in order to get to the end of the game, and that will take a few goes, so like don't get disheartened when you kind of go, and you're kind of crashing into everything going, meh, 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 meh. It gets into an odd flow state as you play through this game that just had me with a giant grin on my face whilst also watching my score rack up, and then you start to get a bit more bolder with your moves, and when it works, it's immensely satisfying, and then it will slap you back down again when you make like a silly mistake. Really enjoyable game, Ducky's delivery service, out now on PC, and I believe made by a solo dev too, so thumbs up all round from me. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a completely independent media outlet supported by people like you. The goal is to create the best possible content that cultivates a richer indie scene for games as well as music and entertainment. To find out more and to get involved, visit patreon.com/higherplane-network. Your support makes all the difference, and in return you'll gain access to bonus content and downloads. Thank you for watching.